If you've ever wondered or stressed about having a business that actually has results, today is your day. For some people, success means, just having beautiful cars, having a beautiful home, and going to the beautiful places in the world and all that. But success, all of these things, these are great in that, it's really good. The other day I was talking to my mom, and she was almost gonna say that, well, I don't agree with Solomon because, on the fact that Solomon said, money answereth all things, and at this point, actually, that she was saying this, she was so excited because we had, my siblings and I, we had just, made her have a special Mother's Day, okay? And we gave her this beautiful experience that she really, really appreciated. And so she was saying, she disagrees with Solomon that money does not really answer all things, because what we did was not really giving her money. What she was, hey, what's up, it's good to have you. Yeah, so my mom, I was just talking about the fact that my mom said, a couple of weeks ago, actually, after Mother's Day, she really enjoyed, the time that we had with her, just hanging out with her on Zoom, and she said, you know what, I think I want to disagree with Solomon that says money answereth all things, and after she had said that, she said, but again, it's actually money that made that possible. And so, we laughed about it, and that's the truth. To a large extent, money is not what we're looking for as Christians. However, money is what allows us to be able to do all the things that God wants us to do. Isn't it very interesting that even God would require that there is money so that his people can do what he wants to do? Isn't it very interesting? Now when it comes to the impact and the kind of change that we bring to people, it really money is not what is not important at that, okay? Because it's the Holy Spirit that carries out the love of God from you and transfers it to another person. However, if you don't have, for example, we're doing this now on Facebook, and we're able to do this because we're able to have devices that we can connect to the internet, right? Back in the days when I was little, there were no devices like this, okay? And another time came, another era came that some really rich people, where I grew up, really rich people could afford to have telephones. And so to talk to my brothers overseas, we have to go to those people's homes and schedule a time that they're gonna call us, okay? And all of these things. Now, the fact was that we still were able to talk to them. However, it was not until we had enough funds that we were able to have telephones installed in our own homes. And I'm talking the rotary phones, right? Remember, does anybody remember those phones? I'm sure, Patty, you would know that one. Those phones that you pick it up and you just try to dial and you ring like that, but even when we look at them now, they look like they are cake. However, at that time when you had them, you need to have a lot of money to be able to have them. So what am I trying to say? That for business to be real, there is a need for money to come into it. If you don't have money coming in from your businesses, Patty says yes. If you don't have anything coming in from your businesses, it's not a real business yet. Okay, and today what I want to address is I'd like to actually take questions, from anyone out there that has, sorry, I'm looking away because I'm trying to see what's going on in the group as well, so anyone out there that has real questions, Patty, if you have questions, please type them there. I would like to hear what exactly are the challenges that you've had in the pursuit of, real results for your business, okay? So for example, you would have heard me, if you're here long enough, you've been with me long, by the way, if you're meeting me for the very first time, and you're catching the replay or something, this is Olu Sobanjo. I'm your freedom strategist and business coach, and I help you launch your side businesses with, packaging your expertise so that you can actually bring a business that makes a lot of money and also brings glory to God. So, because God has already given you all the grace that you need, so why not use it and even further his kingdom the more? So this is what I do. Okay, very good. That's a good one. That's a good one. Thinking a lot about it, and you're pushing me to do that. I'll soon do it. Yes. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're saying that. I'm so glad that you're saying that. Actually, the reason why going live on social media. So Patty says, I'm afraid of going off on social media. Okay, thinking a lot about it. And I'm pushing her. She says, you're pushing me, and I'll soon do that. God help you. Now, I have to, start from where you ended. God help me. Now, if God, you would notice, you actually, Patty, would know that, the people that I coach to do their businesses, I always want to make sure that your business that you're starting is actually going to be doing the thing that God wants you to do. Okay? So if God sent you on an errand, okay, the King of Kings, the Most High God. I've been studying the book of Esther, and the more I study, the more I see the power that a king has. Now, we're not talking earthly king. We're talking the King of Kings sent you on an errand to go touch the lives of people out there. Okay, and what it means, is that you're going to be, you need to be visible. They're not going to find you. Imagine what happened to Jonah. Jonah said to himself, he said, yes, they need God, but I'm not going to go. I'm going to actually go in this other direction. Why? Because he's running away from actually confronting the thing, and the people, and actually bringing the message to them. Now, what social media does for us these days, is similar to what the billboards would do back in the day. Similar to getting, putting yourself on the news or in the adverts, and you pay millions and millions of dollars. However, right now, thank you for the heart. I'm so glad that you're watching live, Tola. It's good to have you. And he says, I'm saying, if you know that the way you're going to be able to attract the people that you're looking to help is by going live on social media, then why not? Remember who sent you? And then remember that he says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. So it means that you can actually do it. It's just, but then you said something, you said, I'm thinking a lot about it. Now, there's a strategy which we can go into, the details of the strategies of how do I actually go out live and not just waste my time, because, a lot of the gurus out there will say you need to have a website, you need to have funnels, you need to have adverts, you need to have business cards, you need to have, many of these things. I've been there, you print. In short, the other day I was doing spring cleaning, I was doing some cleaning downstairs in my storage, and I saw a huge box of business cards. I've been there before, okay, where you print all these cards, and nobody needs the cards. Nobody wants the cards. People don't care about the cards that you make. No, people don't even care about your website. People care that you're able to help them. Okay, they have a specific need, and what we do in my coaching with my clients is we get to a point where you become that specialist, okay, that people are looking to help. For his help or her help. Okay, they're looking for your help. They're looking, actually, what it is obviously your strengths and your skills and your experiences. You bring it to the table, but then you interject it with the power of God. Okay, you bring the life of Christ. You bring the love of God to them as they, as you help them to solve specific needs in their lives, and many of the clients that I work with would eventually be, coaches, consultants, service providers, whatever it is. By the way, you can actually use it to launch your businesses as well, like product-based businesses. However, the reason why I don't focus a lot on product businesses is if you need, $2,000, okay, per week or something like that. If you need to make $2,000 a week for your business to be viable, okay, the question you have to ask yourself is, do I sell 1,000 products for $2, or do I sell 10 products for $200, or do I sell one product for $2,000? Okay, so it's, usually in the product world, except if the product is super grandiose, and you need, a lot of things to put it together, okay, and then, there's a way we can, customize your product and make it have services attached to it. Now we're talking. If we're able to bring products, and then services attached to it. For example, if you have an Excel sheet that you've used that has saved you tons and tons of cash, or it has made you a lot of money, now you can attach a service to that Excel sheet, just a plain Excel sheet, right? And you can turn that into a business that caters to people, and you have, the little Excel sheets which nobody wants to pay for, but some people would still pay for it, okay? Some people would pay for it because it's going to solve their problem. Like we buy apps and we buy all these tools, right? But it's not the tool that we need, it's the solution that we're looking for. Okay, now if you're in fashion, or you're in other niches that makes it easy for you to sell products, then it's okay to sell products. But then you have to know that you're entering the market from the position where you have to be selling your product for like $2, okay, $2, and with the hope of selling 1,000 pieces of your product. Now it takes a lot it takes a lot to be able to attract buyers. 1,000 buyers, that's a lot of people. Now before you can actually get 1,000 people to come and buy your $2 product, it's gonna take, by that time you're so tired and you're so weak and you've spent so much money and you've paid money in ads and all these things. However, if you're looking and you customize and package your skills into a product or a service that you're able to sell at a higher price, you don't need as many clients. So then when you now go online and you begin to, try to reach out online, you're not reaching out, to just random people. You're reaching out to people that need what you have. And another place where you need help, in the area of actually getting the visibility that you need, is you have to be okay. Thank you for the hearts, I'm loving it. You have to be okay. You have to be okay with people that don't need what you have. You have to be okay with them not buying, not connecting, not following. In short, some of them may even stress you a little bit. They may leave a comment, sometimes at the beginning, just the fact that some people did not comment can even get you worked up. Like, they're not even approving of what I'm doing, they're not even liking it. But you have to remember that you're not doing it for them. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for the people that's your perfect clients, your ideal clients, as I usually say, is the people that you're doing it for. Okay, and then the other thing is that there's a lot of things that when you start going online again, when you start trying to get visibility, the other thing that also happens is, what if I don't understand the tech? Okay, there's also the tech that is involved. Okay, how do I set it up? How do I, and if you're looking to do that, if you're looking to learn how to do that, I can, if it's something that people are looking for, I could, dedicate a day where we actually focus on going live and how to go live and all those kind of things, but I think it's pretty easy. However, there are other tools that somebody may come, and as you're trying to get live, with AI these days, you start to get different adverts. People would, and I mean AI, artificial intelligence, because they know what you're looking for. They know what you're looking for, so they will begin to serve you information of things that they believe you need, okay? But really, you don't need it. All you need is just your phone and press live. Okay, and so you don't need to stress about all the things. I don't know if there are other questions about how do you actually build a profitable. So I was saying earlier on that to have a profitable side business that brings in good, that is profitable, three things you need is you need to have something that you're selling. You need to know who you're selling it to, and you need to find a way to collect money from them. That's all. Okay, now I always say that's all, but that doesn't mean that's all you need to know. My clients work with me for 6 months before they finish their product. I mean, before they feel what, let's do this. Okay, and they start to roll. Okay, because there are so many steps before we get to that. However, those three things are so important. A product that you're selling, and I mean a service, the people that you're selling it to, and how you're going to collect your money from them. If you don't have these three things in place, usually what happens is you start to feel overwhelmed. You start to feel like there's a limitation. Okay, but when you have these three things in place, then you don't need to worry. All you have to do is just you're waiting for the time. Obviously, you need to go live and you need to contact people, and actually from history, what's happening right now is going live, or videos in general. They find it's very good when you use videos, in that videos catapults you into the life of the people that you're trying to reach out to. Videos give you better results, and then going live actually and the reaction and all that comes with it actually brings it higher than just a normal post. For example, people in this group now will not everyone in the group will see what happened today if there's not a lot of if they don't ask to see it. So in other words, I can be doing things, you can be doing things on Facebook, and I would never even see it. Okay, people that you want them to see it, they won't see it. Okay, but obviously there are different strategies that we use, and we can talk about that on another day. But what I want to let you know is, if you don't go in front of the people that want your product or your service, if you don't get yourself into their faces, which we call visibility, if you don't get visible before them, you're not going to be able to find clients that will come and pay, put their money in their pockets and pay you. Last week I was talking about the fact that they need to know you, they need to understand and connect with you. When you share your story, okay, they have to be able to connect with you. If they don't hear your story, and if they don't feel you, video has a way of you're seeing my character as I'm doing all this, right? You must be able to, hey, welcome. You must be able to, when you do videos, what it does, it gives you that it gives you that promotion, if I would use that word. It promotes you faster than just doing a regular post. Okay, so if you're looking and you're wondering, how do you, hey Kosi, it's good to see you, how do you you still have that scary thing there. Patty says, I know, but no, don't see it like that. You're another thing is, if you overthink it too much, it's going to look even bigger than it actually is. It's actually not that hard. Okay, just think of you and I hanging out and talking. You never get afraid of that, right? So that's the same mindset that you must go with when you want to go live or when you want to do a video. You can start actually with just recording a video and sending it out. However, from experience, I'm going to tell you that when you record videos from, and it's not live, there's a tendency for you to say, oh no, it's not good enough. Then you do another one. Oh no, it's not good enough. I said S when I wasn't supposed to, and then you're like, oh no, I need to say it another way, a better way. The light was not good. This was not good. My underwear was showing, all sorts of things. By the way, I just, and so, you have all these things and you record the video, you waste all the time and you never send it out. Why? Because you're still trying to polish it and make it look good. Now, I have some videos on YouTube that I used to do back in the days. And when I watch those videos right now, sometimes I feel like I need to delete this video, but I'm not going to delete it. That was the beginning of all of this, okay? So it's, and back in the days, what I used to do is I would, dress up and I would go, hello and welcome to my channel, and it was so fake, because I felt that I needed to be like a TV personality. I don't need to be a TV personality. And talking about real results, you don't need to be a TV personality to be able to actually attract people that will pay you cash for your, for the results that you're looking, for the business that you, or the wisdom and the expertise that you have. All you just need to do is you just need to show who you are. And if they like you and they love what you sell, or they need what you have to offer, they would come after you. Now, some may take a while, and that's fine too, but the thing is, what you want to do is, you want to have a real business that actually brings in cash. Now, for the people that I work with one-on-one, you want your expertise. You don't want to sell your time. Okay, you don't want to sell your time. You don't want to sell your labor anymore. You're tired of the labor selling and the time selling. You'd rather sell your expertise and experience and skills, and you want to package that and be the professor that people pays, that people pay you a lot of money to actually get your expertise. Similar to what you do when you go into the university. You would not say, oh, can you give it for me for free? You don't want that. When you want to move from hourly paid to expertise, paid, okay, where eventually you actually you even have money coming in. Sometimes I'm sleeping and I just get an alert in my phone, and I'll just wake up to see an alert that, oh, somebody paid for this. I'm not there, okay? I'm not there. I'm not talking to them like that, and they're paying. They're still paying. You want to move to that kind of, a lifestyle. There is a path to get to it, and that path is, obviously what we're talking about here, and that path really does not require having a big website. It doesn't require having huge equipment. It just requires you having a computer and probably a phone and a nice that's it, internet. That's all, and you're able to actually package the wealth of knowledge that you have, and you're able to sell it like the professor. Okay, so now to do that, all we have to do is we want to move to the first, the point where we actually have the first clients pay you the first fee, and that's all. As soon as you've achieved that, then you're in it. Okay, now it obviously takes a little bit of mindset changing and all of this changing to move you from the hourly pay and the commission and whatever it is that we get paid in this world, to a place where you actually start to earn as a specialist. Okay, oh my god, time is fast spent. I don't know if there's any other questions. Actually, we're going to wrap it up here. I don't want it to be more than 26 minutes, so I'm going to just wrap it up here. But I'd like to thank you, Patty, Shola, Tola, Patty, Tola, Obi, Kosi. It's really good to have you. Thank you so much for joining me live. Yes, I'm ready. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. I love that, Patty. I'm so glad that you're in it. And definitely would get back into the one-on-one in base camp, and you and I can continue working on your going live and the strategies that you're going to use. All right, so thank you. Patty, by the way, is one of my clients, so that's why I'm saying some inner caucus communications. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining me live, and enjoy. You're very welcome, Patty. And enjoy your time today. Enjoy the rest of the week, and see you again same time by God's grace, same time next week. Bye bye.